Right, I'd like to welcome to the show Matt Potts.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
I'm all right. It's lovely to see you again. Every time I see you, you're always the most enthusiastic person in the whole room.
Oh, thank you. I've got some questions for you, Matt.
Right.
Tell me a bit about Camerado.
Camerados, well,
Mm,
it's a movement of people popping up all over the country and actually the world now. And
mm,
they think that the best way through tough times is to look out for each other and have each other's back, but with no agenda. So they tend to do it in places called public living rooms, which are these places that people create in their own community. And
yeah.
it's somewhere you go where no one's going to be in your face. There's no expectation, no need to achieve anything.
Mm.
You can just be alongside each other and look out for each other. That's the whole purpose of the public living room. And there's 220 now in 5 countries. How about that?
Wow, it's amazing.
I know. Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Right. How long have you been part of Camerados? How long?
Well, I started it in my bedroom in 2015.
Oh,
Um,
right.
so what is that? That's 8 years ago, is it? 8 and a bit years ago? Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. What advice would you have for someone who is lonely in their community?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of obvious advice that I think you might expect me to give. I'm going to say something else. You know what? The thing is, um, if on a Saturday morning between 10 and 12, you put a couple of chairs out in the park or outside your front door
Mm.
and you sit in one of them with a newspaper, I guarantee you at some point someone will sit down in the other chair or whatever. And you'll meet people. If there's no agenda and you're not asking anything and you're not selling anything, people
Mm.
will people will talk to you, particularly if you live in the north of England. Um, but so I know that sounds very scary, and people when they talk about setting up a public living room, they think, "Oh, I couldn't do that. Oh, that's too much for me." The truth is, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's putting a couple of chairs out somewhere, sitting down
Yeah.
and sitting down and reading the paper. It's not scary. It's dead easy. So I would suggest that. I mean, obviously the big principle I'm thinking of is because we have 6 principles in Camerados. The one I'm thinking of is um, if you're struggling, go and help someone else, or if you see somebody struggling, ask them to help you.
Mm.
When you do
Yeah.
something for someone else, it gives you an amazing sense of purpose. So I would say to anybody lonely, go and do something for somebody else. Come out of your own problems, think about somebody else.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
feel good and you'll connect with someone. Does that make sense?
I'm good at talking to people, Matt. So when I see someone, I just talk to them and at
Well,
ease, really.
I,
So,
I've noticed this about you. When I've been in big rooms, you're always talking to everybody.
yeah, I
In
don't
fact,
know.
to be fair, we can't really shut you up, can we?
We can't, that's true.
So,
He knows me too well. What is the best part of your job?
the best part of my job is something I started doing about a year and a bit ago, which is I turn up to a neighborhood
Mm.
with a van full of furniture, and I put the furniture, the sofas and the armchairs, I put them on the pavement. It's not entirely legal. And I just put it on the pavement and I talk to strangers who walk by. And I've been going to all the neighborhoods hardest hit by the cost of living crisis in England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. And I
Mm.
just put a sofa on the pavement and I talk to whoever walks by. It is the best thing in my job. I absolutely love it and I never want to stop doing it.
Right.
So,
What are you most proud of?
so I'm very proud that we somehow came up with a set of things that people find really useful in their life and they use it in their classroom, in their hospital, in their street with their
Mm.
friends. And I think that helps people, and I'm very, very proud of that.
Okay. What job did you do before this one?
Well, I've had many jobs. I
Mm.
was I was assistant corned beef mincer in a
Were
factory once,
you? Oh.
in a pie factory. I also used to put the bevels on the top of Quality Street tin lids
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
in a metal box factory in Carlisle when I was growing up. But I suppose the main job I had before Camerados was I worked in homelessness, and uh,
Mm.
run I used to run charities and housing associations that ran hostels and day centres and
Mm.
women's
Yeah.
refuges and rehabs. So
Refugees. Yeah.
I worked in charities like the Salvation Army and Crisis, and I worked for people. I worked for people like that. Yes.
What's going on with the big pants, Matt?
Well, yes, I do have very big pants. I, I have a lot of very big pants. I have purple ones, red ones, yellow ones, and what I like to do is I like to dance in the street in them, and so do other people, or when we come to events. And what it does is it's a light-hearted way to engage people in a conversation of what do they, what do they do when their life is pants. And so most people, when they want to talk about tough times, they have lots of black and white photography of people looking sad. But we dance around in pants to talk about tough times, because sometimes life is pants, isn't it?
Yeah, I've danced around in pants. Yeah.
You dance around in pants, yeah. So I always keep them handy. What's happening with them is they're in a bag in my van, and whenever I have the opportunity, I put them on and dance in them. That's what's happening with the pants.
Okay. What do you do to relax?
What I do to relax is I play the piano.
Oh, so what do you play on your piano?
So I play blues and jazz, and I play in lots of bands, and that keeps me sane. I absolutely love it.
What are your hopes for Camerados in the future?
More pants.
Yes, true. Yes.
More pants, more frilly pants, silk pants, lacy pants. But I think I have a very simple dream, which is this tiny idea of a public living room, somewhere you can go where you just look out for each other and not, you don't.
Yeah.
I just want that on every single street on the planet. So I'm going to be very old when I'm finished, because it's going to take a while. But I just want this tiny idea everywhere. So my hope is just more public living rooms. And we have a teapot which hangs from the ceiling in the office. And every time there's a new public living room somewhere around the world, we hit the teapot with a pair of scissors and go, well, hey. And it's like ringing a bell. And I just want to ring that teapot every day.
I'd like to thank you, Matt, for coming on to the show.
Well, thank you very much for asking me. It's a great honor, because I think you're brilliant and it's lovely spending time with you. So if you ever want to do this again, part 2, let's talk more pants.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I'll tell Paul for us.
Yes, let's do it.